Good morning. Please stand as we first welcome our honored guests and dignitaries to the field, followed by our faculty and staff honor guard, followed by the class of 2019. Please remain standing for the national anthem, which will be sung by our Triam Chorus.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at our twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were clear, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good morning. My name is Matthew Ricard, principal of the Nashoba Valley Technical High School. Welcome to the 2019 commencement ceremonies. At this time, we will observe a moment of silence in memory of our friends, classmates, and family that cannot be here with us today. Thank you. It is now my great pleasure to introduce the superintendent of the Nashoba Valley Technical High School District, Dr. Denise Pidgeon, for recognition of our honored guests and school committee members.
Good morning, honored guests, school committee members, administration, staff, parents, family members, and most importantly, the class of 2019. It is my pleasure to recognize our honored guests and members of the school committee that are here to celebrate with us today, and I ask them to stand as they are introduced. First, our guest speaker, United States Congresswoman Lori Trahan, serving the 3rd District of Massachusetts. Our honored town officials, Miss Pat Wojcik, Chelmsford Board of Selectmen, Mr. Al Buckley, former NVTHS School Committee, Pepperell. Ms. Lisa Ferralito, Pepperell, Board of Selectmen. Mr. Bill Greathead, Pepperell, Board of Selectmen. Mr. Mark Vassapole, Pepperell Finance Committee and proud Nashoba Tech parent. And Dr. Lawrence Sawyer, our wonderful honored business partner representing MSPA Angel at Nashoba. School committee members from AIR, Mr. Chris Prale and Ms. Andrea Fontaine. From Chelmsford, Mr. Donald Eyre, our secretary. And Mr. Lawrence McDonald. Representing Littleton, Mr. Charlie Ellis, our chair and also a proud graduate. From Shirley, Mr. Brian Fulmer. From Townsend, Ms. Karen Chapman, our vice chair. And Mr. Sheldon Chapman. And from Westford, Mr. Ronald DeShane. At this time, I am pleased to recognize the many members of our leadership team, faculty, staff, and NT retirees that are here to celebrate with us today. Please stand to be recognized. I would also like to include a special recognition for retiring staff member, Miss Andrea Knowles from our science department. It's now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Charlie Ellis, the chairman of the NVTHS School Committee, for opening remarks.
Good morning. On behalf of Nashoba Valley Technical High School School Committee, we want to welcome everyone to our 49th commencement exercise and to the graduating class. We'd like to take a moment to thank the parents and family members with us today for supporting your children and Nashoba Tech over the last 4 years. It's our hope that you will continue to support Nashoba Tech by telling everyone about the excellent opportunities and education your children have received here at this school. Let's see. We want to thank our support staff, teaching staff, and administration. Your hard work over the last 4 years is reflected in the face of each and every graduate sitting with us today. And we, the committee, thank you for your dedication and service. Thank you all. To our invited guest, thank you for spending the morning and welcome to Nashoba Tech. At this time, this part gives me great pleasure. At this time, will all Nashoba Tech alumni please stand with me? Come on, stand up. I know you're out there. Will anyone who's graduated from a different vocational high school or a technical college please stand to be recognized? Come on, I know you're out there. Stand up. Obviously, after seeing the response from everybody standing, it looks like you folks get it. It's getting what the impact of this school does, not only for your children, but the communities that you live in, our country, and the future importance of vocational education. Your voice will help ensure the future the children will have the same advantage as your children has had the last 4 years here. And believe me, we need your help, so speak loud and clear about the benefits of technical education. Next year, Nashoba Tech turns 50, believe it or not. If you know an alumni or parents of one, please spread the word. We're looking for all the help we can get to experience our 50th anniversary of excellence in education. To the graduating class, you've been given a gift from all your teachers over the last 4 years. From the sports fields to theater, productions, work projects, and every single day you attended here. And I have to tell you that I am a member of the first graduating class. Thank you. I too was given that gift. But I was not the greatest student, and I struggled. I, like some others, learned differently. I learned by my hands and by seeing and working a problem out. I was a horrible reader, and it was a terrible, terrible weight on my shoulders not to be able to accomplish things academically as well as I could vocationally. And as I said, it took me a while to figure out what the gift was. My teachers, they never gave up on me. What they taught me by setting an example was one thing: patience. And Lord knows my teachers had patience with me. By being patient, it just naturally makes you take the time to think about something. It slows you down. By thinking, you begin to read a little more, and you become a little more involved because you want that knowledge. And the real gift is that you become a lifelong learner. And the staff of this school has given each and every one of you that in your toolbox, and it's such an important thing to have to understand what patience is and to use it right. And if you do, you will be successful in anything you do for the rest of your life. Use it well and use it wisely. Dr. Pigeon, would you please join me? This time, Dr. Pigeon and I are honored to be able to recognize a former member of our school committee. He's been a role model and mentor to many of the school committee members and staff. When the committee was debating a budget or any other item that may have come before it for our attention, this member always used two things in his decision making: what impact on student achievement it would have, and what impact on student safety. He has served on every subcommittee and has also served as our past chairman. Recently, he received the prestigious Massachusetts School Committees Association Lifetime Achievement Award for public service at its best. He has represented, I'm sorry, that's not wrong. That's wrong. This man has proudly represented the community of Pepperell for 29 years on this committee. Mr. Al Buckley.
I can't stand with that, huh?
So 29 years sounds like a long time, and it is. But as a dedicated school committee member, he's probably averaged 15 hours a week preparing for subcommittee meetings, coming to the school for building projects, and attending the regular monthly meeting. So over 29 years, if you do the math, it's about 22,000 hours. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Al Buckley.
At this time, it is my great pleasure to present to Mr. Al Buckley for 29 years of selfless service to the NT community, the dedication to the class of 2019 yearbook.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Al.
Thank you again, Charlie.
Thank you. Congratulations to the graduating class.
At this time, it is my distinct honor to introduce our guest speaker, United States Congresswoman serving the 3rd District of Massachusetts, Lori Trahan. Lori Trahan was born and raised in a working-class family in Lowell, Massachusetts. Her father was a union iron worker, and her mother was a domestic worker who juggled various part-time jobs while raising her 4 girls. The first in her family to graduate from college, Lori earned a scholarship to play Division I volleyball at Georgetown University. She joined the staff of former Congressman Marty Meehan as a scheduler, eventually working her way up to Chief of Staff. Following her public service, Lori began working in the private sector as the only female executive at a technical company. She went on to co-found a woman-owned and operating consulting firm where she advised various companies on business strategy, how to create the conditions for employees, especially women, to thrive. She and her husband, Dave, currently reside right here in Westford, Massachusetts, and are raising 2 young girls, Grace and Caroline, while keeping tabs on their 3 grown stepsons, Thomas, Dean, and Christian. As a member of the House Education and Labor and House Armed Services Committee and the Career and Technical Education Caucus, Lori is focused on fighting for working families on issues of affordable health care, quality public education, workforce development, the environment, and working to end the pain and suffering of the opioid crisis. Lori is the first Portuguese-American woman elected to Congress and is a member of the New Dems and the Congressional Progressive Caucus. It is my pleasure to welcome our honored guest speaker, Congresswoman Trahan.
Well, thank you very much, and good morning to all of you. It is an honor, excuse me, to be here today with all of you. I want to thank Superintendent Pigeon, Principal Ricard, Mr. Chairman, all the esteemed guests here to my right, those proud parents I get to look at right now, family members, and of course, and most importantly, Nashoba Valley Technical High School, graduating class of 2019. Graduates, you are a special group. We don't know each other personally yet, but I talk about you all the time because I understand deeply the value of the education you received here at Nashoba. You made a decision several years ago to go boldly in the direction of your calling, to put down a marker, and to set out to achieve specific goals. And today we're gathered to celebrate a big step toward reaching those goals. Some of you might have known exactly what you were going to pursue when you got here 4 years ago, while others may have benefited from test driving a few before you honed in on the one. Some of you may be going to work in your field as early as Monday, and others, after an enjoyable summer, will pack up and go to college and continue your education. But along the way, you've been forced to make important decisions about what vocation to pursue so that you could acquire the skills necessary to be competitive in our economy and build a successful life. I know many people who are much older than you who haven't actually done that yet. And I wish I was kidding. But too often we hear people of all ages, really, say, I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. Now, it's cute and it's expected when I hear that from my 5- and 9-year-old daughters. I can tell you that it becomes a little less adorable as you get older. And I don't say that to be critical or because I think you have to have your life's blueprint all figured out in detail at an early age. We know that's impossible. But with age comes an expectation that you can rule things out and that you can articulate where your interests lie. Graduates, you have gone well beyond that at an age earlier than most. And let me say this. It gives you an incredible advantage. As someone who sat where you are 28 years ago, and that is a long time, I can assure you that life happens quickly. Time is unbelievably precious. When we don't actively prepare ourselves for the lives that we want to have, time doesn't slow down or wait. It indiscriminately marches forward. So keep leaning into those important decisions and accelerate your growth and development. Stay in close touch with what makes you happy and what gives you energy. They are valuable inputs. We talk a lot about the American dream in this country, and the American dream means something different to everyone. But the underpinning of this national aspiration of ours is that we'll all have the opportunity to achieve our hopes and dreams. Because the hopes and dreams thing is deeply personal, and by definition, mine is different than yours, there are many variations and there are many paths. I grew up right down the road in Lowell. I went to public schools my whole life. I'm the daughter of a union iron worker, and as the superintendent said, my mom juggled multiple part-time, minimum wage jobs while raising my 3 sisters and me. You know, we didn't have much, but we surely had enough. My grandparents came to the United States to search for a better opportunity from Portugal and Brazil, and I was the first person in my family to graduate from college. It was the right path for me. You know, I earned a scholarship to go to Georgetown University, and it was a school I had dreamed of going to because it had a great foreign service program, one of the best in the country. And, you know, at 15, I knew what I was going to do. I was going to be a foreign service officer, a diplomat. Well, that all changed. Life happens and priorities shift. But I came back to my community, and I worked in public service. And I instantly realized that my real interest was rooted in service, and I didn't have to travel halfway around the globe to do that. It was as rewarding and noble to do that in the community I called home. Alternatively, my husband, who would have stood up with all of you, he also grew up in Lowell, and he knew instinctively that he wasn't going to follow his friends to Lowell High School and then to college. He studied carpentry at the Greater Lowell Vocational Technical High School. He earned a coveted co-op at Wang Labs, which many of you remember, none of you do. And he learned CAD design. Today, David is a successful home builder. He had the training and the tools he needed to succeed in his industry and generously give back to his community. He loves what he does. And more than anyone else I know, he embodies the adage, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. He found his vocation. Pursuing your American dream may lead you to exciting and exotic places, or like Dave and me, you may realize your dream is rooted right here at home. It might lead some of you to college and some of you right to work. It could be a call to serve your country or simply make your community a better place to live. There's no right answer. It's your dream. It's your vocation. Many schools like this one were once called vocational schools, right in the title. And vocation is an important word that doesn't get used as often today. I dwelled on its meaning this week as I was preparing what I was going to say to you. And of course, I did what old people do, and I looked it up in the dictionary while my children laughed at me and asked Alexa what it meant. But vocation is a noun, and according to Merriam-Webster, it's a strong feeling of suitability for a particular career or occupation. And some of the synonyms include a calling, life's work, purpose, mission. A vocation, in short, is more than a job. It's more than something you do 9 to 5, 5 days a week. It's a duty that gives your life and the lives of those around you meaning. It's a very special thing. Don't take for granted the fact that you know yours. Many people are not as fortunate. Each of you are on a very specific and important path. That is not to say that your path won't change. It did for me, multiple times, and I like to think that it all worked out. Whatever your vocation, do it well. Make it your American dream. Our country today is confronted by a host of important issues. Everything from tackling climate change to cybersecurity threats, automation, violence here and abroad, an opioid addiction that's taking far too many of our loved ones. And despite our roaring economy and record unemployment rate, our deficit has grown to $2 trillion this year, and the high cost of living is dramatically outpacing too many hardworking families' earnings. Society driven by new technologies and behaviors is evolving faster than at any other time in human history. Our culture and our institutions are struggling to keep up. It is against this backdrop that you all are graduating. Don't worry, we'll get uplifting again. The idea that things will just end up okay is anything but a foregone conclusion. Never has it been more important for us, for you, to control our fate. Important choices will be made on your watch. We need you to engage, to participate, and to lead. Our young people are our country's greatest asset. Throughout history, you have led social movements, you've disrupted traditional thinking, you've started businesses big and small, and valiantly served our country. As industry evolves, new jobs are cropping up to mass produce solar and wind capabilities, energy efficient homes, buildings, and infrastructure, new generations of electronics, cars, and robots, not to mention the soon to be fully realized impact of advanced manufacturing, which some of you know a little bit about. In our region, we are in desperate need of the skills you possess. Our booming economy has once again surfaced our immediate need for plumbers, electricians, veterinarians, child care providers. Our parents and grandparents who want to age in place are in increasing demand for home and assisted living center healthcare workers, LPNs, RNs, and pharmacy techs. We need workers who can operate CNC machines, work G-code, and perform any task on the machine shop floor so that we, the United States, can stay at the tip of the spear of innovation and economic prosperity. Because of Nashoba Valley and the education you received here, you are uniquely positioned to help lead on many fronts. This chapter of your life may be ending, but as you know and you will hear all weekend, another one starts today. Each of you is equipped to be the best you can be as you advance into the next phase of your life. You will carry the dignity that comes with working hard and excelling in your vocation. Wherever you go next, what's important to remember is that we need you to follow that same instinct you had 4 years ago when you enrolled here at Nashoba. The stakes are high right now, and it is imperative that you, the graduating class of 2019, recognize your ability to reshape our country and our community. As someone who has seen up close the talent and the activism of the next generation, I know that I want you by my side as we tackle and solve the problems before us. You have advanced skills, greater than many others entering the workforce. That edge should be a source of pride and of confidence. Use that to our collective advantage. It will not always be easy, and you will absolutely encounter failure, probably more than once. Don't let it deter you. Failure is part of the process. It's indeed a necessary step toward improvement. Simply wring out the learning and make a commitment to yourself that you're going to be better tomorrow than you are today. We need you. Your class gives me enormous hope and enormous pride. Celebrate this milestone with your loved ones and the knowledge that Nashoba Valley has prepared you for the times ahead. Graduates, congratulations.
It is our tradition at graduation to present a gift to our guest speaker from all of us here at Nashoba. Please accept our most sincere thank you. These Nashoba Tech bookends were designed and built by Nashoba Tech students and staff in carpentry, engineering, and advanced manufacturing.
Wow, cross-discipline.
Yes.
And they're very heavy.
All right. Ooh, they are heavy. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The valedictorian of the class of 2019 is a student from our electronics and robotics program. And aside from preparing to graduate here today as valedictorian from Nashoba Tech, as a student in our dual enrollment program, he has already received from Middlesex Community College with an associate's degree in information technology and cybersecurity. He's also qualified for the second year in a row to compete at the National Skills USA competition in information technology service, where he hopes for a gold medal this year after being national silver medal winner last year. He will continue his education in cybersecurity in the Honors College at UMass Lowell next year. I am proud to introduce the class of 2019 valedictorian, Jason Gendron.
Good morning, honored guests, teachers, parents, friends, and classmates. Fellow graduates, it is an incredible honor to have the chance to speak to you on this exciting and life-changing day. We're all gathered here as Nashoba Tech students for one last time, and without a doubt, it is truly an extraordinary journey that brought us here today. We've all spent the last 4 years working hard to reach this moment, and we must recognize it. Countless all-nighters studying for tests and hundreds of shop assignments have propelled us through high school. I would like to take a moment to thank some very important people who helped me along the way. Thank you to my mom and dad. I couldn't be here without you. Your guidance and support has been instrumental to my success. On behalf of the entire graduating class, thank you to all of our academic and shop teachers. You've taught us so many important academic, technical, and even life lessons. And lastly, thank you to the administrators and staff for all your hard work and dedication to our education. Although I've spent the last 2 years of my high school career away from Nashoba Tech, attending college full-time through the dual enrollment program, I've always felt welcome here. Whether it was for the robotics club, to compete in Skills USA, or even to come visit friends, I've always felt welcome here, and it feels like I've never left the side of a tight-knit family. Today is the last time we meet together, the last time before we diverge onto 170 different paths into the future. For some of us, that path will start with college. Perhaps you'll go straight to work or even take a year or two off to figure things out. Whatever paths we choose to take, we all started here at Nashoba Tech, where we built a strong foundation for success, both academically and technically. We are all well prepared to be the next generation of engineers, electricians, plumbers, and more. Allow me to offer a bit of insight as we move forward in the form of a quote from Winston Churchill. Success is the ability to go from one failure to another with no loss of enthusiasm. Keep showing the enthusiasm you've displayed here, keep striving for success whenever possible, and everything else will follow. Thank you again, and congratulations to the class of 2019.
The president of the class of 2019 is a student from Townsend who was a standout in the veterinary assisting program, where her teacher described her as a student leader, intelligent, a great communicator, a hard worker, and even someone who has mentored her as a teacher. Recently, she had the opportunity to pitch her senior project regarding an app to prevent fake service dogs to the CEO of the National Education for Assistance Dog Services, who was very well received. Here at Nashoba Tech, she has taken numerous advanced placement and honors classes. Her grade point average is at 97.8%. Her next stop is the University of Tampa, where she plans to study pre-med. I'm proud to introduce the class of 2019, President Ashley Hanlon.
Some say high school is the best 4 years of your life. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think that's true. Because if that were true, then the best part of our lives would be over. I believe a lot of our best moments are yet to come. High school, however, does prepare us for the rest of our lives. It's the place where you meet some of your closest friends that will stick with you forever, where you bring your car for the first time and wear your keys around your neck for a week straight just to show you own one. The place where you finally found out what you want to do with your life, or where you found out you have no clue. These last 4 years have taught us a lot about academics, but also about ourselves. We may not remember every math or science lesson, but we will remember the teachers who taught us those lessons. That one teacher that talked to you like an equal and helped you with more than just academics. Those memories and many more are what we will take away from this school. I hope all of you have something to take away, whether it be a memory, a joke, or a friendship. And I hope you remember who you were when you were here, so someday, when you're older, you'll see how far you've come. 4 years ago, we walked into this school as strangers. Today, we're walking off this field with people we consider family. I hope these last 4 years and the bonds you've made will help you on this new journey called life. Congratulations, we made it.
It is now time, it's my great pleasure, I apologize, I'm not perfect, to introduce the junior class to present the ceremonial passing of the gavel. Please welcome Lillian Woodward. Jesus. You already got it. Oh, good. Couldn't find the gavel.
Hello, family, friends, and our class of 2019. My name is Lillian Woodward, and I am here standing here today as junior class president on behalf of the junior class. I am here to speak and share a message of gratitude and prosperity. Today, we thank you not just for all your spirit and enthusiasm, but for being successful mentors, role models, and most of all, being our friends. I would like to share this quote with you. Newton D. Baker once said, "I hope your dreams take you to the corners of your smiles, to the highest of your hopes, to the windows of your opportunities, into the most special places your heart has ever known." With this quote, do not be afraid of failure. Do not be afraid to make mistakes. Life is not a smooth road. Use the bumps as opportunities for growth to strengthen your resolve and to shape you into the people you want to be. The bumps in the road will make you even stronger and smarter than you could ever imagine. Best of luck and congratulations, class of 2019.
It is now my honor to introduce to the stage Miss Gabriella White.
During this portion of the graduation ceremony, we are proud to identify our many award and scholarship recipients of the class of 2019, recognized throughout the year in previous ceremonies. These outstanding young men and women have worked very hard and are most deserving of their awards. Massachusetts Certificate of Academic Excellence Award is presented by the Merrimack Valley Superintendents Association of School Committees and the Massachusetts Association of School Superintendents. This year's recipient is Peter Dillman. Outstanding Vocational Technical Student Award nominee. This award is presented by the Massachusetts Association of Vocational Administrators and is awarded to a student who has a 3.5 GPA or higher, superior attendance, participates in extracurricular activities, and shows technical proficiency and leadership. This year's recipient, recognized in April at Mechanics Hall in Worcester, is Jason Gendron. Vocational Technical Secondary Award. This award is based on a student's personal commitment to vocational technical education, success in vocational technical classes, projects and work experience, success in academic areas, good personal character and leadership, and involvement in school and community. This year's nominee is Amanda Fales. Vocational Technical Non-Traditional Secondary Award. This award is based on a student's personal commitment to a non-traditional vocational technical education, success in vocational technical classes, projects and work experience, success in academic areas, good personal character and leadership, and involvement in school and community. This year's nominee is Elliot Searle. Vocational Technical Post-Secondary Award. This award is based on a student's personal commitment to a post-secondary vocational technical education, success in vocational technical classes, projects, and work experience, success in academic areas, good personal character and leadership, and involvement in school and community. Our nominee this year was the overall state winner, Samantha Archer. Walter J. Markham Award nominee. This award is sponsored jointly by the Massachusetts Association of Vocational Administrators and the Massachusetts Vocational Association. The award is given to a senior who exhibits leadership, good attendance, and excellence in technical studies and academic achievement. This year's nominee is Daniel Baxter. The U.S. Presidential Scholars in Career and Technical Education Award recognizes students based on the guiding principles of academic rigor, technical competence, and employability skills that highlight ingenuity, creativity, and problem solving. This year, Nashoba Tech's nominees are Amanda Fales and Jason Gendron. Massachusetts Secondary Schools Administrators Association Student Achievement Award. This award gives our school the opportunity to recognize a student we feel has earned the award through his or her actions during the 4 years at our school. This year's recipient is Emily Hogan. Principals Award. Recognized on May 29th at the Senior Awards Ceremony, this year's recipient is Brandon Gauthier. Dr. Judith L. Klimkowitz Award. This award is in honor of Nashoba Tech's former retired superintendent and awarded to 2 students who exhibit excellence in both academic and technical studies, scored proficient or advanced on state-mandated testing, and participated in advanced opportunities in their technical programs. This year's recipients are Nicoletta Comer and Tyler Busquet. Dean's Award, recognized on May 29th at the Senior Awards Ceremony. This year's recipient is George Joey Sullivan. NT Viking Award, recognized on May 29th at the Senior Awards Ceremony. This year's recipients are Ashley Hanlon and Elio Segroso. Students entering the military. At this time, we would like to recognize our graduating students that are volunteering to serve our country in the military upon graduation. The following students please stand. Entering the United States Air Force, Stephen Lubinger, and Army National Guard, Eric Boudreau and Jake Driscoll. Dual enrollment recognition. Students earning dual degrees of a high school diploma and an associate's degree, please stand. National Honor Society and National Technical Honor Society. Recognized on April 24th at the National Honor Society induction ceremonies for all their accomplishments. Would the members of the National Honor Society and the National Technical Honor Society please stand? Tri-M Music Honor Society, recognized on March 21st at the Tri-M Music Honor Society induction ceremony for all their accomplishments. Members of the Tri-M Music Honor Society, please stand. President's Award for Academic Excellence. This award is presented to students who have maintained a 3.5 grade point average, exhibit high motivation, initiative, integrity, leadership qualities, and exceptional judgment. Recipients of the President's Award for Academic Excellence, please stand. American Citizenship Awards. This award is designed to recognize those students who consistently exhibit the kinds of behaviors we want to see displayed in our schools and in our communities. Recipients of the American Citizenship Award, please stand. Community Service Award recipients. Students at Nashoba Tech are required to complete a minimum of 5 hours of community service annually. Many students find community service to be such a rewarding experience that they regularly go above and beyond this requirement. Will the students recognized for over 500 hours of community service please stand? Athletic Awards. Each of these recipients has conducted themselves with integrity and respect for their teammates, opponents, and officials. In doing so, they have represented their families, communities, and Nashoba Tech with pride and enthusiasm. Would the recipients of the Athletic Awards please stand? Skills USA Medal recipients. In March, our Skills USA team participated in the district competition and again in May for the statewide competition. Would the Skills USA medal recipients please stand?
And I had to cut in for Miss White for a second. Actually, I promised the student's mom that I would do this. We all know how hard it is to be perfect at anything, let alone, I've been doing this a long time, and we give awards for kids that have perfect attendance for the 4 years they've been at Nashoba Tech. Not too often we give those awards out, unfortunately. But this year we have a student who has not only been perfect for the 4 years he's been here, he's been perfect since kindergarten. That's incredible. Eddie Landers.
Abigail Adams MCAS Scholarship is presented to students who score in the advanced category in either the mathematics or the English language arts section of the grade 10 MCAS test. Score in the proficient or advanced category on the second subject, mathematics or English language arts, and have a combined MCAS score that ranks in the top 25% in their school district. Would the recipients of the John and Abigail Adams MCAS Scholarship Award please stand? Academic Achievement Awards. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and administration, the Academic Achievement Award is presented to the senior who has demonstrated the highest level of proficiency in his or her academic area. Would the Academic Award recipients please stand? Technical Merit Achievement Awards. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the administration, the Merit Achievement Award is presented to the senior who has significantly demonstrated an increase in expertise and who has contributed the most to productivity and spirit in their vocational technical area. Would the recipients of the Merit Achievement Awards please stand? Technical Proficiency Awards. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and administration, the Technical Proficiency Award is presented to the senior who has demonstrated the highest level of proficiency in his or her vocational technical area. Would the recipients of the Technical Proficiency Awards please stand? Scholarships Memorial Awards. At the Senior Awards Night on May 29th, numerous scholarships and memorial awards were presented. Would the recipients of the scholarships and memorial awards please stand? At this time, I'm pleased to introduce the MBTHS Chorus, accompanied by the Stephen Sussman Trio, to present the class song, Peace and Love Medley by Anthem Lights.
People kill and people die, and children hurt and you hear them cry. Can you practice what you preach, or would you turn the other cheek?
Father, 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 help us, and some guidance from above.
'Cause people got me questioning,
Where is the love?
Mother,
There's too many
of you crying.
Brother, 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 there's far too many
Of you dying.
You know we've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. 'Cause all you need is love.
All you need is love. All you need is love, love.
Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? The love, the love. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You from this world, mama. They live like they ain't got no mamas. I think the whole world's addicted to the drama. Only attracted to things that will bring you drama.
But if you only have love for your
own race, then
then
you'll
you'll
only
leave
leave space to discriminate. Discriminate won't generate state. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. That's why I'm starting with man. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. No message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. Na 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 na. Where is the love? What's going on? Love is all you need, and the world will live as one. Oh yeah, I'm done.
Thank you. Now it's time for what we're really here for. At this time, I'd like to invite At this time, I'd like to invite the school committee chairman, Mr. Charlie Ellis, and other members of the school committee to help give out the diplomas. Front row. Look over there. Senior Class President, Ashley Elizabeth Hanlon. Senior Class Vice President, Edward Ryan Landers. Senior Class Secretary, Ashley Rose Crosby. Senior Class Treasurer, Dylan Connor Barassa. The valedictorian, Jason Daniel Gendron. Earning a postgraduate in veterinary assisting certificate today, Letty White Shockley. Gabriella Ann Agliata. Jaden Amnacchio. Preston Everett Andrews. Brittany Logan Apostolakis. Sarah Rose Asimakopoulos. Brooke Taylor Baker. Elizabeth Diane Baldwin. Jonathan Michael Baldwin. William Joseph Barron. Jeffrey David Battle, Jr. Daniel McKenna Baxter. Jared Edward Bierholm. Joseph Leo Belanger. Ashley Kathleen Booth. Ashley Marie Bosworth. I can't see it over his big head. Eric Gregory Boudreau. Tyler Joseph Bousquet. Peter Riley Brodus. Erin Elizabeth Buckley. Justin Allen Burdick. Taylor Joyce Burgess. Madeline Elizabeth Campano. Kylan Eric Campbell. James William Carpentier. Sean Joseph Casey. Krista Elizabeth Chartrand. Vanessa Ann Clark. Nicoletta Bella Comer. Alexander James Corbett. Devin Maxwell Cassette. If someone shorter in the middle here, be good. Can't see over him. Denton Eric Corshane. Travis David Creer. Logan Robert Kroll. Cameron Robert Catrona. Clara Marie Daly. Leah Rose Deegan. Noah Lewis DePasacreta. Jake Douglas De Silva. Peter Jeremiah Dillman. Thomas Allen Doty. Jake Robert Driscoll. Jason Joseph Ducharme. Lindsay Jean Dugan. Trinity Brooke Dunaway. Riley Neal Dupuy. Amanda Page Fales. Sierra Nicole Farms. Jillian Grace Farrer. Cameron Allen Fess. Kayla Marie Fillmore. John Edwin Finley. Michael Anthony Forrest. Victoria Marie Forte. Gary Joseph Fortunato. Cindy Lee Fournier. Brandon Stephen James Gothier. Madison Mercedes Gerace. Anthony J. Giffen. Cassandra Bell Gerard. Benjamin Robert Green. Stephen Michael Hamill. Jacob Warren Harris. Jordan Olivia Hasbrook. Kylie Brenna Hilberg. Emily Catherine Ann Hogan. Nicholas James Howard. Gwendolyn Elizabeth Howson. Jillian Teresa Hughes. Jessica Johannes. Casey Hunter Johnson. Brendan John Junod. Mark Evans Kelly. Emerson Lynn Kennedy. James Dean Kimball. Liam Samuel King. Alec Jesse Kraus. Samantha Brittany Kreidler. Adam Heath Kubasti. Lance Robert Lavigueur. Jordan Ann LaBelle. Connor J. LaFave. Michael Francis Levesque. Stephen Sean Lubinger. Aiden Patrick Luth. Dylan Cade McCallum. James Patrick Mahoney. Connor Rourke Mann. Caitlin Rose May. Grace Elizabeth McDonald. Charles Warren McGarrigle. Michael James McGurn. Luke Gerard McKenna. Taylor Brooke McClellan. Finnegan Noel McMaster. Cameron Anakin McPherson. Sabrina Paige Mercier Miller. Riley Jack Musel. Charles William Myers. Ryan Matthew Nappy. Anthony Joseph Noguera. Eli John Norton. Hannah Joy Nutter. Ryan Joseph O'Connell. Alex Jordan Ortiz. Kaylin Hope Patterson Soar. Ashley Marie Pugh. Riley Ann Pittman. Samuel James Poston. Nathaniel Colin Solopoulos. Bailey Ann Ryanimi. Colton Matthew Ranger. Brandon Nuno Reese. Anthony Joseph Raposa. Kyle Edward Ripley. Joshua Patrick Roberts. Carly Joyce Serafina Robinson. Michelle Elizabeth Rogers. Haley Maria Rowe. Sam Christopher Salamone.
Does he want to stay? My son's best friend is in the last row.
Elliot Parker Searle. Elio Robert Sagroso. Benjamin Adam Sheehan. Liam Nathan Shockley. Jack William Schompf. Kevin Santos Silva. Victoria Kaylin Smith. Brian Michael Sposato. Olivia Lynn Spoff. Henry Arthur St. Amand. Robert Lawrence Stansfield. Rachel Michelle Stein. George Vance Sullivan. Savannah Jacqueline Sylvester. Kaylee Christine Tangway. full, one small. One full, one small. Brendan Anthony Taylor. Sean Patrick Thomas. Erin Michelle Tormey. Katrina Linda Troca. Abigail Robin Balakin Truax. Dylan Jinya Urban. Anthony Ellis Vassapoli. Matthew Adam Venti. Jake Christopher Walker. Peter Warren. Jordan Amber Weatherwalks. Brian Neal Welpley. Ethan M. White. Ashley Dawn Whiting. Alexander Scott Wilson. Caitlin Nicole Winsper. Sabrina Alice Wojner. Katrina Grace Wu. Crystal Ruth Woodward. Maxwell David Wright. Kaylee Rose Zaire. Nathan Joseph Zaire. Thank you. It's now my pleasure to bring back to the podium Superintendent Dr. Pigeon.
Don't go anywhere. Can you stand right over there? Can you stand right over there, buddy? This has been a very exciting day for the class of 2019. a day that will always be remembered. Our ceremony today signifies the closure of the class of 2019's high school and postgraduate learning experience at Nashoba. But before I share my final remarks with the class of 2019, I want to take a moment to thank another Nashoba Tech graduate that's here with us today, your principal, Matthew Ricard. As you may have heard, Mr. Ricard is moving on to a new challenge and adventure in his professional career. But I am here to tell you today, Mr. Ricard, that on behalf of the entire Nashoba Tech community, wherever you go or whatever you do, you are forever a Nashoba Tech Viking. I am honored to present to you a thank you gift on behalf of the class of 2019 and all the graduates that came before them over your 18 years of dedicated service to the NT community.
Thank you.
And don't go anywhere. Mr. Ricard, I'm also quite certain that you have amassed a great deal of Nashoba Tech gear over the years. And just like the rest of the class of 2019, we know you will continue to show your NT True Blue pride as a proud and prestigious member of our alumni. On behalf of our entire school community, in your favorite words to share at graduation by Henry David Thoreau, Mr. Ricard, go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you've always imagined. You know, it wouldn't be a true NT event without Dr. Pigeon and Mr. Ricard crying. Okay, now to the class of 2019. 4 years ago, you entered into our school community and were swept into the educational experiences that encompass our school's mission. A mission that prepares students with an academic background and the critical technical skills that set the stage for future success. It is also a mission that builds a sense of community and an ever-growing Viking pride. You have attained and excelled in academic and technical skills, earning over your time here many awards, recognitions, and most importantly, credentials. These are credentials that you will take with you on your life's journey. You have also learned the importance of always giving your best and the value of giving back. I am so proud to have the class of 2019 join the elite group of Nashoba Tech alumni. Be proud of your technical education and share your experiences with others. As we all know, technical education is a vital means of educating young people so we can continue to succeed and thrive in the world. That being said, our school will continue to expect more of itself and of its students, and we expect no less from our graduates. Congratulations to the class of 2019. You are role models for all the graduates that follow.
I know the graduates and the families are very excited to get on with their day. So on behalf of the administration, the school committee, the staff, everyone that's been a part of your education, I want to congratulate you, the class of 2019. At this time, you guys please stand. So the graduates now are going to march off. It's a great area to take pictures over there. They do have one more obligation in our school to get their actual diploma, not the fake one we gave them out here. So they will do that afterwards. So if we have one more round of applause as they start to march off.
Like a road you travel on, with one day here, the next day gone. Sometimes you bend, sometimes you stand, sometimes you turn your back to the wind. All outside every dark and dark, but blues don't haunt you anymore. We're brave, are free, and love the sword, ride with me to distant shore. Don't hesitate to break down the garden gates. There's not much left to make. Life is a highway. I wanna ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I wanna ride it all night long. All these cities and all these towns, it's in my blood and it's all around. I love you now like I love you then. This is the road and these are my hands. From Mozambique to Memphis, nice, driving past Vancouver twice. Knock me down, back up again. You're in my blood, I'm a lonely man. There's no load I can hold. Don't you talk hard as I know. I'll be playing when the light comes in. Tell them we're survivors. I'll ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I won't drive it all night long. It's a highway, I won't ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. There was a distance between you and I. Misunderstanding once, but now we look it in the eye. Ain't no load I can't hold. Run so round, this I know. I'll be there when the light comes in. Tell them we're survivors. Life is a highway. I wanna ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. Life is a highway, I wanna ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. Okay, what should I do with my binder?
I mean, I'm gonna
Can I just take it home and bring it back Monday?
Can I stay for about a minute, I think?